I was up late, grading papers in the quiet of the night, when my 7-year-old daughter, Lily, walked into the living room. "Dad," she whispered, her eyes wide with fear. "There is a funny noise coming from inside the kitchen drain." It was 2 in the morning, but I still walked over and checked. I looked under the sink, shined my flashlight down the disposal, but there was nothing. Just empty pipes. I asked her to describe what she heard. She paused and said, "It sounded like someone tapping on the metal with a tiny spoon." I tucked her back in bed. When I told my wife, Sarah, about it at breakfast, she looked up and said, "That is so strange. I felt a cold draft down there yesterday, too." The next morning, I was underneath the sink, tightening the pipes, when Lily ran in. "Dad," she said, pulling at my sleeve. "Can we just call a plumber and get a new sink?" Suddenly, the metal began to vibrate, like something was crawling against the underside of the pipe. I called a local service company, but before they arrived, Lily appeared in the doorway of my home office, holding a shoebox. "Dad," she said, "I figured out what it was. I caught it for you." I stepped closer, lifting the heavy cardboard lid. Inside, scratching at the smooth sides, was a massive, wet squirrel covered in dark grease. It had crawled up the main vent. My heart was beating so fast. I grabbed my daughter by the shoulders and asked, "Did it touch you?" She shook her head, but I didn't take any chances. I rushed her to the urgent care clinic and called animal control from the waiting room. The tests came back clear, but my wife, Sarah, had to get a booster shot after they found a deep scratch on her arm from reaching into the cabinet earlier. You see, the impossible is much closer